lust, revenge, gang rape, and murder. Hello, huge movie fanatic Nate, stopping on by. This time I'm coming at you to do another one of my famed VHS showcasing videos. This time I'm coming at you to showcase what I can only imagine is the original North American VHS release of Wolf Lake. So unfortunately, I don't think there's a release year for the actual tape printed on this cover, but we've got copyright 1978, Wolf Lake Productions, all rights reserved, and then we've got one over here by the R that says released 1979, so maybe that's when the movie came out in theaters. I would imagine this VHS is probably from the early 80s if I had to take a guess. It's unfortunate that there's no release year for the VHS itself, but that would be my guess, 82, 83, 84 possibly for this Prism VHS release. It's funny that I've had this VHS for probably over a decade. I got this from a mom and pop video store that I worked at, and I never even watched it up until now. Just recently I actually watched the VHS of it, and obviously I bought it from that mom and pop video store because of the cover. I mean, look at that. If you know anything about me and what I like, it's right up my alley. Frickin' survival movie that takes place at the lake. You got a cute girl on there. We've got Rod Steiger. We got woods. We got water. Survive the night at Wolf Lake. Very cool poster art. As a matter of fact, I mean, if one could get it for cheap enough, I'd even be in the market for a poster. This is really cool. But I actually really love this VHS release. It's released by Prism. I think Prism was more or less kind of a hole-in-the-wall distributor, distributing a lot of, kind of thriller/horror titles that maybe not a lot of people were necessarily interested in, or titles that, weren't really huge kind of titles. A little lesser known video label, but you gotta love their packaging. I mean, this big kind of clamshell with the bigger artwork that fits into here, and just the Prism logo across the top. If the light hits it just right, it's all shiny and silvery and all that kind of stuff. Really, really beautiful. Kind of in a way you could call this like a big box clamshell VHS release. Obviously here we've got what one can only assume is the original theatrical poster art for Wolf Lake. Rod Steiger, of course, being the star of this movie, gets the prominent feature there in this painting. Once again, I've said it many a times, I really, really, really love the era of posters that were painted by artists versus just, floating head posters, or the majority of posters that are made now just in the computer or with whatever other means. I just love the posters that are painted. I think it's just really, really a cool way to do posters. It's funny because it's kind of confusing, like, is this movie called Wolf Lake or Survive the Night at Wolf Lake? It's just called Wolf Lake. It's kind of interesting how they kind of, survive the night at is kind of like a tagline that kind of plays into the title, which is kind of an interesting way to go about it. But we've got Wolf Lake here, Rod Steiger, in a film by Burt Kennedy, starring these people and executive produced by these people and all these people and not these people. So this VHS here down next to the R rating is actually, I'm pretty sure it's printed on the actual Prism cover art itself, but this restricted R in the circle on the other side in orange here is actually a label from the video store that was stuck on the outside of the clamshell plastic case. Since this is a clamshell from the factory itself, we've just got one spine. In this case, it's got the Prism Entertainment logo on top, Wolf Lake, and a really kind of a cool red on blue. The overall color for this background of this release is blue. It really goes well with the original poster art on the front, red Wolf Lake on the blue background, and we've got a kind of a dramatic picture here of the character Rod Steiger plays holding the rifle or whatever he's got in the picture there. Got a catalog number of 1302, and the VHS logo here is partly covered up by a video store sticker that, I don't know, just says, all I can see is the letter A on it. Taking a look at the back of this VHS release, we've got a couple images here meant to get the potential renter of this title interested in renting this cassette. Obviously, if you've got a scene with a young chick that's, naked-ish, you want to put a picture like that on the back. That one image kind of makes you want to rent this movie, I must say. This naked chick cowering against the wall, holding the blankets over her bosom there, as I think that's Rod Steiger is kneeling down with the gun in her face. You could just have actually probably that one picture on this and it'd be enough to make you want to rent this. Then a kind of a more boring shot of the same character standing next to the same girl and lover boy or whatever here outside with Wolf Lake in the background and holding the once again, does this guy sleep with this gun or rifle or whatever you call it? Panning further down, we've got lust, revenge, gang rape, and murder. Underneath that we've got Academy Award winner Rod Steiger heads a powerful cast in this violent and bloody clash between a World War II veteran and a Vietnam Army deserter. Steiger plays Charlie, an ex-Marine who has lost his only son in Vietnam. He and his friends George, Sweeney, and Wilbur fly to a remote Canadian hunting lodge for their annual outing. There they are met by lodge caretaker David and his sexy girlfriend Linda. Charlie discovers David's desertion, and as they clash, tension mounts. Slowly, hatred builds and results in a brutal gang rape. David wreaks revenge as one by one the hunters become the hunted and fall to his suppressed lust for killing. Taking a look at the VHS itself, we've got the standard Prism Entertainment logo. I don't understand, I think on pretty much every Prism VHS I've got, there's this thing where it looks like there's a sticker underneath the label. As you can see here, and if you rub it, I'm rubbing it right now. This video has really become one of those kind of videos, but I'm rubbing it right now, and you can definitely feel there's something under the label here, like a sticker under the label, which is really weird. I stopped rubbing it, and I'm no longer rubbing it, but there's definitely like a sticker under the label, which is really weird. I've never seen anything like this on any other, VHS distributing houses before. It's almost like their way of like doing some kind of making the authenticity of this known somehow by if a Prism, a title that's supposed to be a Prism title doesn't have this sticker under the label, it's not an official Prism title. That's the only thing I can think of, some way of authenticating their releases or something, but it's really weird. Beyond that, we've got the Prism Entertainment logo on top, Wolf Lake in a cool kind of font. Copyright 1978, Wolf Lake Productions, all rights reserved, color 105 minutes. Once again, catalog number 1302. And you've got your warning information. I'm just scanning this. Yeah, I don't see a year for the release of this actual VHS, which is kind of a bummer. Taking a look at the spine, we've got a spine that's definitely seen better days. This VHS probably being, if not 40 years old, probably very close to 40 years old. Prism Entertainment logo on the one side, Wolf Lake, catalog number once again 1302, and in this case we've got NTSC also printed on the spine. Hope you guys enjoyed this showcasing. Thanks a lot for watching, and as always, we'll catch you on the next one.